Well, good morning, friends. Mark Holmes here with my buddy Cowboy Joe Boo, and as always, thank you guys for watching, commenting, and subscribing to the Joe Boo Sports Report. Without you guys, this literally does not work. Let's get open for business and let's wake up the football gods here on this Monday, Labor Day. Happy Labor Day to everybody. And if you are in Florida, Georgia, South Carolina, North Carolina, and even Virginia, please take heed to any warnings about the hurricane. This thing is massive. This thing is a devastator. We don't know if it's going to hit land or if it's just going to rake the whole East Coast. But please, please, please follow instructions on if they say get out, get out. Don't mess around. Your property can be replaced. You can't. So here we sit. 3 days. 10 hours, 59 minutes, and 10 seconds away from kickoff. And come Sunday, friends, oh my God, oh my God, we'll be taking on those New York stinking giant cockroaches that are literally coming out the woodwork right now. They're acting a fool right now. They have new life with Daniel Jones. And that's all good because at this time of year, we're all 0-0. We all have hopes. We have aspirations and dreams. And we want to be able to pound our chest about our team. Now, as far as Zeke Elliott, we hear so many things. You know, it seemed like on Friday that this was going to be a holdout that was going to last all season, to Saturday, a deal should be done and worked out by Sunday or Monday. Sunday, we hear there were no talks, but then we heard that there were talks and that everything was close. It was just a matter of dotting the I's and crossing the T's, and who knows? But they're talking. That's the key thing, that they're talking. Now, the question is do you feel confident about putting Zeke out there without training camp? That's the scary thing. He's been training his ass off. He did have OTAs and mini camps. He just didn't have hitting. Although, you don't have that much hitting anymore in the NFL. It's not like when we were growing up, when I was young, and no, I didn't wear leather helmets, where we're hitting the sled, then we're hitting each other, then we're hitting the defensive line, then we're having, 11 on 11. There's not that much hitting anymore. It's basically, we're going to go ahead and not tackle to the ground. We're not going to do a lot of this, but we're going to play 100% on Sunday. So I guess it'll be okay for him to play. Now, as we get started for the season, a lot of a team's success and failures fall on the quarterback. Sometimes they get too much credit, sometimes they get too much blame. But make no mistake about it, the quarterback is the most important position on the field. And we have a Dallas Cowboys camp that is split. Some people believe in Dak, some people think he's the worst quarterback in the NFL. We have shows that are dedicated to talking about how bad Dak is, basically. But what if, dream with me for a minute, just hear me out. What if Dak Prescott isn't that guy that they keep trashing? What if Dak Prescott is actually legit? What if this guy who everybody has always doubted is really the real deal? See, here's the thing that I know. Not everybody's born with a silver spoon in their mouth, or not everybody has all of the God-given talents off the bat. You know how many times we've seen people that have been trained and bred to be that guy, yet fail? Todd Marinovich, I think it was. From the time he was like 2.5 years old, his father basically trained him to be an NFL quarterback. The kid didn't get to go to McDonald's and have a Big Mac. They thought that was going to be the guy. The Raiders drafted him. And all of a sudden, beep, down the toilet. There's some guys you look at and you say, that's an NFL quarterback. That guy, oh my goodness. Because a lot of you don't remember, but like Ryan Leaf, they looked at Ryan Leaf and Peyton Manning and was like, you can't lose getting either of these guys. They said, Peyton Manning long-term might be the better thing, but the upside for Ryan Leaf, that arm, it down the toilet. But a lot of times, you look at guys that have been passed over, that people don't think much of. They're the ones that become great. And I'll tell you why. It's kind of like when you've got, and this is no shade on beautiful women. Beautiful women, don't send me your hate mail. But when you are a 10, you don't have to work very hard. You just show up. I'm beautiful. Look at me. I don't have to do anything else. But that beauty will only get you so far. It gets you a long way now. Maybe that's not a right analogy. But that's Ryan Leaf. Ryan Leaf had the size, had the arm, had all that stuff. You looked at it. He's a beautiful quarterback. That guy is it. But the problem was there was no substance with it. There was no drive with it. This guy was injured, supposedly, and couldn't play for the Chargers, but he was out playing weekend football with friends. It's the people that might have had to drop out of college that have that drive, that chip on their shoulder, that outwork the next guy that becomes successful. I'll be honest with you, 100% honest. When I started doing YouTube, I was completely lost. I had to literally get my daughter to upload the videos for me because I didn't know how to do it. Computer-wise, I couldn't do jack with a computer. Honey, I don't know how to edit this. Can you edit this for me, baby? You guys have seen me trip through the mixer where the volume is too low or it's too high, or, you've seen all of the mistakes. But every morning I get up and I dedicate myself to get better. And I understand that everything that you have can be taken away. And I feel blessed that I have what I have. But I'm not satisfied. Because it's the cockroaches out there that say you're a nobody. You suck. Your content is weak. You're, whatever, that motivate me. The ones that say you can't do it. You can't succeed, because that means I just work harder. So what if that is Dak Prescott's DNA? What if that is his thing? That every time one of these talking heads like Jabba the Hutt or Mr. Ed says, I wouldn't pay that guy. He's an average quarterback. He just brushes it off. You know what? I'm going to go work a little harder, because I'm going to make that guy eat crow. Now, Miss Jackie, she shared this with me last night. You probably have already seen this. It's been on NFL Network. But this says a lot about my quarterback and why I believe he'll be successful.
We good?
Yeah, yep, we're good. Dak, how do you think you've grown as a quarterback just from year one now going to year 4?
Yeah, I've grown as a quarterback in so many ways. I mean, as a leader, more verbal leader, more demanding things.
Let's go get some points. Let's go get some points.
But the way I'm seeing the field, the way I was able to see the field in the latter part of the year last year, and even in mini camps and OTAs, to the way that I've been training and getting my body right, to my footwork, I'm easily the best I've ever been.
Best he's ever been.
My off-season focus is all about just finding a way to get better in every aspect of my game, every aspect of my life. Try to get my Shoulders downfield. I don't listen to too many of other people's opinions. I've always been told a lot of times in my life of the things that I can't do. I wouldn't be a high school quarterback. I wouldn't go play in college. Couldn't play in the SEC. I wouldn't be a quarterback in the NFL. I'd play some other position. To look at those now and just almost laugh at them.
All right, Dak, tell me about your approach.
I want to be the best. I want to be the best in everything that I do. Get your shoulders downfield. Each and every day that I wake up, each and every day that I touch a field, practice or games, that's the only thing that I have in my mind is to win and to be the best. I grew up a Cowboys fan, so just knowing the expectations of always wanting to win and always wanting to win the Super Bowl, I love it. I embrace it. I always tell people my expectations for myself are much higher than anyone else could have for me.
What's your biggest fear in playing the game of football?
You know, I don't really fear during the game of football. I play fearless. I prepare myself, I put myself in the position throughout the week. So for me, it's about going out there and just playing my tail off, playing for my teammates.
Do not let up! Do not let up!
Is there a moment or a game where you felt like you let your team down?
There's definitely been plays, there's definitely been games that I haven't played my best and we've lost. And of course, you could say it's on me, and I'd hope you would say it's on me. And if I go out there, whether it's a good game or a bad game, and I give my all, I have no regrets. So I can lay my head down on that pillow at night and say it wasn't my day, but say I gave everything I had today. My process to getting better is just simply hard work. Sounds simple, but it's definitely not. When I say hard work, it's not just going to get in the weight room, but it's doing everything that I've done and finding a way to almost multiply it by 2. Because I've got to not only maintain what I'm doing, but I've got to get better at that. Just got to finish this throw. Get my hips through it. Feet are good. So it's about doubling down on film study, doubling down on nutrition, making sure I'm getting appropriate sleep, whatever it is. So I have no reasons to say if.
When you hear from fans, and I know that's not the only way that inspires you, but would you say that that's a layer?
Yeah, 100% fans inspire me. I never want fans to think that we take their support, we take them for granted. Fans definitely mean a lot to me. It's one of the greatest parts about being the quarterback of the Dallas Cowboys is the platform that I'm able to have. There's so many people that I want to help change their lives and help inspire and affect them in some way or another to allow them to be their best self. After a long day of work, just training, nothing better. Come out here, relax, kind of tired, physically tired, but fishing does a lot for me. It allows me to rewind, you know, decompress from the whole football, get it out of my mind. It's about a balance. I'm one of those people that when I flip the switch, I could almost go too far sometimes and not working smart, but just working hard. So in the off-season is about finding that balance of working smart.
What chapter would you say you're writing right now in your life?
I'm not even sure what chapter I am in my life, to be honest, but I'm telling you, it's really, really early in the book. Just scratching the surface, so much more that I want to do. Since a little kid, I've always visualized being in this position. It's the only position I've ever played. It's the only position I know. I'm growing every year. I've grown every year and gotten better. I know it's going to be a great season.
So, what if the power of 4? I've said that. I've got shirts that say power of 4. If you can get one over here autographed by Dak Prescott himself. What if he is that guy? And what if he follows those trends? That in the 4th year, that quarterbacks take that next step. We always hear about, you know, the sophomore slump, but we don't hear about that power of 4. Russell Wilson, who had 26, and 20 touchdowns his first 3 years, and about 3,200 yards a season, his 4th year bumps up to over 4,000 yards and like 35 TDs. Troy Aikman, who his first 2 years, you weren't sure if he was going to be the starter of the Dallas Cowboys. That fourth year, he gets that Super Bowl. And you can look almost to a man where quarterbacks step up in that fourth year. And what if Dak Prescott is right, this is the best he's ever been, and he ends up being one of the best in the NFL? We got no excuses anymore. We got a defense, we got a line, and hopefully we'll get Zeke in there. And I believe we've got the right quarterback to get us back on top. I may be wrong, I may be crazy, I may be delusional, but one thing I can guarantee you of is every day when I get in here, I'm going to be hungry. I'm going to work harder. I'm going to try and figure out how I can get better so that way I can get to the top. And that, my friends, is the meaning of life if you want to make it. I'm Mark Holmes, and well, hope you guys tune in tonight, 9 o'clock Eastern. We only have 2 live streams before we head off to Big D to start the season. Whew! I get chills just thinking about it. Hope you guys will join us at Lava Cantina. For more details and stuff, email me at cowboysmark@gmail.com. I'm sorry, cowboysmark@gmail.com, or go to cowboysexperience.com and tell Barry that Mark Holmes sent you. I'll be back with you guys later on because we're going to have all kinds of stuff going on. Enjoy your Labor Day and be safe out there.